Hey everyone, my name is Nathan, and I like to welcome you to um, the first part of our learning series of how to go from beginner to expert in the AWS Builder Group, but also just in general. So first of all, if you're if you're new here, welcome, and I'm excited to have you along for the journey. The first video of this series is how to make an AWS account. Um, so yeah, let's begin. It's pretty easy. You can honestly just search up on Google um, AWS login or sign up, and just click on the first official AWS link, and then you're sent to a landing page. This page basically goes through a lot of different resources on different plans and things like this. A lot of tutorials. For the builder group, we'll be using the AWS Builder Center, but these also have links to those things as well. Yeah, you can see we have like different products and things. Um, let's see. Yeah, so we also goes over like the difference between free and paid plans. Now, if you're first beginning, I'd recommend using the free plan. But if you have more use cases like I do, you can also use the paid plan as well, which is just charged like as you go pricing. Some use cases for me that I use the paid plan is basically I have an AWS organization where I have my main personal account, but then I have other accounts for my apps that I'm building, and each app has its own account, and so the usage fees from those all get sent and billed to my personal account that actually has my billing information. So if anything with those accounts get um, like impacted by security or whatever, unlikely, but if it does happen, my stuff is very safe because my usage limits on my main account and alarms then go off for those resources in those accounts. Um, cool. So the next step here is to click on the create a free account, and then you're sent to this next screen where you're then given the option of putting in a personal root email address. This can be a school email address, but keep in mind when you graduate, that email will go away. So I'd recommend a personal email, just anything really that you check on. Because if you were to set up alarms or set up notifications from your account for anything like billing information and stuff like that, that would go to that email address. You also have the account name, and so that is basically like a username or an alias. And so it's just any name that you identify with. That could be like a fake one or your actual name. It's completely up to you. Yeah, so once you enter that, you would then verify an email address. And yeah, I'll show next page like once that happens. The very next thing that happens after you verify your email address is you have to make a password. Now, in terms of passwords, it's just whatever you would remember or your password app would remember. So completely up to you. Let's go to the next page. After you have made a password and entered that, you're then sent to a paid or a free plan. I would suggest using the free plan. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have different accounts for different apps, then the paid plan may be beneficial. You're still able to receive up to the 200 in credits, but if you have any like big apps or anything in production, right, you would need like a paid plan, which is an as you go pricing. But you also have access to all like there's like at least like 100 to 200 AWS services, and but if you just want to learn things, I definitely go with the free plan. And you keep your credits even after the 6 months, so don't worry, they don't expire. And so you're free to learn for those 6 months, and then you keep that after that. But you automatically go to the paid, but you're with the pay as you go. So if you don't have any resources that are active, you won't get charged for the most part. If there's anything in the background, there's usage there still. So you just gotta be very aware and conscious on what usage you have. That is a very big pain point for a lot of people. But if you're vigilant, then it shouldn't be a problem at all. So I'm going to choose the free plan. And here is where you would sign up for like your name, organization name, like your university or something like that, and all the other information. So let me go ahead and fill this out, and I'll see you on the next page. The next page would be your billing information. I would put like just a basic credit card on here, and anything that you would like to be charged. Since you're using the free plan, it shouldn't be an issue. It's only when you go to the paid where those resources will be charged to this card. You can also add and change cards, so this is just an intro thing. So, yeah. On the next page, you'll basically get a plan support thing. For all of our needs, we'll need a basic support. If you start like a business or something and you want to have contact with the actual engineer within AWS, the Amazon company, then you can pay $30 a month, but that is unneeded. So let's complete our sign up and let's go into the account. So once that finishes, we can go to the AWS Management Console. Here you have other resources and things. So let's jump in. So here we have the AWS console. We can see all these different things on here. What you'll have here, recently visited, is all the different services you visit. You also can have any issues or any alarms that pop up here. Your cost and usage, this will be very used a lot. So I'm honestly going to move this up here because I just want to see that first, because all I care about is like I want to go back to like S3 or CloudWatch. I want to go and see how much is being spent. In a later video, I'll talk about how we can use this cost and usage to our advantage, especially through the cost explorer. But I guess some beginner things is that you can search up any of the resources here, like Lambda, S3, like all the services here. It can be searched directly, or you can look at the different categories, like satellite with is for Amazon Leo, formerly known as Project Kuiper. Database, it's like RDS, and DynamoDB, and things like that. So IoT, analytics, and compute. Compute's probably one of the bigger ones, like Lambda, EC2, those things. So, and you can see all these things here. So, you also have access to change your server. I'm in Ohio because I'm in the Midwest. So we also have access to Amazon Q, which is the chatbot. This is actually pretty helpful sometimes. I'll just say that with the asterisk. If your question is very general, it's really good. But as of like very specific questions, like why is this service running or something, me just have to do a deep dive on that and give it that information so that it knows that context. Yeah, so this is it for the video. Again, welcome to this journey. Please let me know in the comment section any questions you have, or see me around on campus. Yeah, I'm glad to host you guys this year. And I founded our AWS Student Builder Group. So welcome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.